Welcome back to another episode of the Casey Campbell Podcast. Casey Campbell with you, of course. Please be joined by Derek Seidl, the boys basketball coach at Napoleon. How's it going?
Good. Thanks for having me.
So yeah, just how is the year going for you guys so far? I know I think you have a game this getting back to the swing of things and coming off the I mean, technically we're still in the 2 week break kind of, but I know things will get back going again, Monday and stuff, but what has the season been like for you guys? Excuse me.
Yeah, we've been off to a pretty good start here so far. It's kind of a unique year this year in that it's our first time really playing a bunch of games before the winter break. Because we with the shortened preseason they added last year, and then this year we started before the girls. So we're 5-3 already. We've already played 8 games coming here out of winter break. We have another game tomorrow. So we actually have played 9 coming out of winter break. And that's definitely different from the past where you usually, you played 3 or 4 games, maybe one over break to get you to 5. So it's been interesting. Again, I think we've been off to a pretty good start. We also are in our league expanded this year, so we added a few new teams. So we went from having 14 league games to this year we have 17. So we got started with league play pretty much right off the bat. Our guys have been working hard, kind of building off what we've had going the past few seasons where we've been very successful. We lost to a couple of tough opponents. One of our emphasis coming into the year here in terms of scheduling and kind of planning things out was trying to play some teams that will really challenge us. After last year where we went 21-1 in the regular season, we were fortunate to have a really talented group, and we have quite a few of those guys back this year. And I think it's important to kind of keep guys engaged in the regular season. So by scheduling Jackson High, who's a much bigger school, Division I school, 3 times basically as big as us, and Western, which is a big Division II school, twice as big as us. Those gave us some really good tests, and we were able to compete with both of them. We were in 2 close games there, and we ended up dropping both of those. But I think our hope is that I think our guys had the right mentality about it, and it'll make us better in the long run that we got challenged in those games. And we're really just kind of trying to build every day and see if we can keep getting better and be peaking here at the right time as we head into the core part of our conference schedule, and then obviously districts at the end of February.
Yeah. Okay, so let's talk about some of the guys that are out there for you guys and well, some of the guys to really kind of watch for your team.
Yeah, absolutely. We've got a couple of senior starters that have been in the program for a while here. And Devontae Hayburn is our kind of our lead guy at the point spot. He's been on the varsity for 4 years. Kid that just lives and breathes basketball. Plays pretty much year round. I almost got to beg him to take a break occasionally just to keep him fresh. But he's definitely a key piece for us at the point. He's can shoot it, can get to the rim, is one of our best defenders, can facilitate everything we do. So we really rely on him a lot. He's one of the top players, or in my opinion, right at the top of the list of players in our area. So he's definitely great to have for us. We also have Holden Van Poppel, who's a returning starter for us. He's a state champion hurdler from a year ago. He's a really good athlete. He's also a wide receiver on our football team. Uh, he was a key piece for us a year ago, and he provides a ton for us in terms of just using his athleticism to get to the rim. He can make jump shots. Finish off the dribble, finish inside. He's a great force defensively around the rim with his shot blocking and length, and then he's a very good rebounder as well. He's averaging over 10 rebounds a game so far this year. So those are kind of the 2 guys that have had the most experience. We've also got a 3-year guard, Carson Godfrey, who's a senior for us that just does a ton of little things. He can knock down jump shots. He's just extremely reliable and steady when it comes to getting us in the flow of things or getting us in the right position defensively. It's just nice to have guys like that are experienced. We also got Gavrick Belcourt, who's another senior starter for us in the post. And we lost Trent Jester from a year ago as an all-state kid last year who just did it all for us and was a really good defender. So that was kind of a spot that coaching wise I'm worried about. Hey, how are we going to fill this void that's left by him? And I think Gavrick's done an outstanding job of that. Again, He's not quite as long as Trent was, and Trent was able to block, almost 4 shots a game last year. And Gabbert doesn't quite have the length to do that, but he understands the game. He's such a smart player, puts himself in the right spots, and we're able to really use him kind of as the anchor of our defense on the back line in the same way we use Trent. So it has been great to have him kind of emerge as the next guy in that spot. And we have a couple other guys too that are key pieces. I mean, Tyler Null's a sophomore for us that's really been playing well lately. He's been scoring a lot, and he's got a good frame. He works really hard. He's in the gym all the time, and he's going to have a good career here. He's just kind of getting going here as a young guy. And we have a couple other key guys, Kyler Paquette, Cooper Wires in particular off the bench, are some seniors that provide good minutes for us.
Yeah, and of course, obviously, one guy that you didn't mention. Obviously, you'll get him back later. But how is Grant doing?
Yeah, Grant Bradley, he's obviously an amazing athlete. Again, guy who started since his freshman year. He got hurt at the end of football season in week 9 against in a really tough game against Addison. He got hurt and actually finished the game with the injury. Of course, it just speaks to how tough of a kid he is. And he's been rehabbing that, and he's getting close, I think, to being back to full speed. And obviously, he's a baseball first guy, being a Michigan commit and all that. So he's been kind of primarily focused on getting everything right for that. But he's still been, helping us out, participating in practice, and he's been working his way in over time. And we're looking forward to having him hopefully in a couple weeks, if things go well. And again, we obviously understand, his top priority is to get himself fully healthy. But if we can get him back at some point, that definitely will be a huge difference maker for us, because he just is, again, a guy who's so experienced and does it all for us. He can score inside, rebound, guard whoever you want him to guard. He can play any position, so he's a key piece for us for sure.
Yeah. Okay, so let's talk about the rest of your schedule. I know with the conference expanding and all that, and you've played some pretty tough teams so far. Like really, what's this team really kind of looking forward to in the as now 2024 is here, and what's the rest of January looking like for you guys as we head down into the real grind of the season, where every Tuesday and Friday you got games.
Yeah, absolutely. We have our last middle of the season non-conference game tomorrow with Dansville, so we're hoping to kind of get back on track with that. We've lost our last 2 games again to very tough opponents, so we're hoping to get on track there. Then we get right back into league play. We currently sit 1 game behind Michigan Center in the Cascades East Division. So since we lost to them just before break, that's our only loss, and they're undefeated in the conference. So, our goal right now is just to kind of try to keep pace with them. We play them again at the end of January. We're hoping to get to that game where we're either tied or 1 game behind them. If we can keep pace with them and then make that game a game where the winner comes out, either in first place or tied for first place. So in order to do that, we basically need to kind of pretty much hope to win every game, and we have some really tough ones coming up in the league. We got a couple more East Division opponents. We also got to get through some of the West Division. We have Columbia Central, who's still undefeated at this point, and is looking really tough. We got Hanover Horton coming up here in a few days, and they have a couple really good players that can really score it. They haven't lost in the league yet. And even Jonesville's a team that they've dropped a few games, 2 tough games in the league, but that's going to be an extremely tough crossover game as well. So we have those 3 crossover games, I guess, leading into or coming up here in the next few weeks. So we're really hoping to try to, we know it's going to take a good effort from us each night to win, but we're hoping we can be right there and hopefully come away with some victories there.
Absolutely. Yeah. All right, Derek Seidl, thank you so much for the time. As always, best of luck to the Pirates the rest of the season.
Awesome. Thanks for having me.